The first consequence of fractional reserve banking is that banks have a monopoly on the supply of money to the economy. So these few companies in the City of London have an absolute monopoly on supplying money to the whole of the rest of the UK economy, and the same situation applies around the world. Banks in the US have a monopoly on supplying money to the public and to businesses in the US, and in every other country it's pretty much the same. So you have the banks and the public, and the banks supply money to the public by making loans. Now, there is no way that the public can get any money unless the banks make loans. The public then has to repay the loans plus the interest back to the banks. The thing is, if the banks don't lend, then there is no money. We're absolutely entirely dependent on bank lending for there to be a money supply in the economy, because that's the only way that the numbers in your bank account that you use to trade with other people to buy things actually are created. So banks have this complete monopoly on the supply of money to the economy. So in the aftermath of the crisis, you probably heard a lot of people saying, we're addicted to debt, we've been living beyond our means, we need to reduce our debt. You've seen in earlier videos that if we were actually to reduce our debt, then the money supply would start shrinking and we'd throw ourselves into a recession. But the whole idea that we're addicted to debt is flawed, because you would never say that we were addicted to oxygen. You need oxygen to live. And if some cartel of companies have a monopoly on the supply of oxygen to the economy, then we're going to have to get it from them somehow. And in the same way, we need money for the economy to function. And at the moment, the banks have this monopoly on the supply of money. They create money when we go into debt, and if we don't go into debt, then no money is created. They have an absolute monopoly on the supply of money to the economy. And we're going to see what the implications of that are in the next video.
Just how rich and powerful is Lord Evelyn Rothschild? Historically, the Rothschild family wealth was hidden in underground vaults. The Rothschilds' secret financial records were never audited and never accounted for. Their family-commissioned biographies give the illusion that their family fortune has dwindled, but researchers estimate their wealth at close to $500 trillion, more than half the wealth of the entire world. Besides their many castles, palace mansions, wineries, racehorses, and exotic resorts, the Rothschilds bought Reuters in the 1800s. Reuters then bought the Associated Press, which selects and delivers the same news stories to the entire world, day after day. They have controlling interest in 3 major television networks and easily avoid media attention since they own it. Until recently, they owned and operated England's Royal Mint and continue to be the gold agent for the Bank of England, which they also direct. They control the LBMA, London Bullion Market Association, where 30 to 42 million ounces of gold worth over $11 billion are traded daily. The Rothschilds earn millions weekly just on transaction fees alone. They also fix the world price of gold on a daily basis and profit from its ups and downs. Over the centuries, the Rothschilds have amassed trillions of dollars worth of gold bullion in their subterranean vaults and have cornered the world's gold supply. They own controlling interest in the world's largest oil company, Royal Dutch Shell. They operate phony charities and offshore banking services where the wealth of the black nobility and the Vatican is hidden in secret accounts at Rothschild Swiss banks, trusts, and holding companies. Although Evelyn Rothschild looks like a harmless gray-haired old man, make no mistake about it, Rothschild and his ancestors have handpicked presidents, crashed stock markets, bankrupted nations, orchestrated wars, and sponsored the mass murder and impoverishment of millions. The wealth hoarded by this one family alone could feed, clothe, and shelter every human being on earth. How did Evelyn Rothschild become the filthy rich Grand Vizier to Queen Elizabeth II and godfather of the black nobility? By birth, Evelyn Rothschild is the great-great-great-grandson of Mayer Rothschild and is passing the godfathership down to David de Rothschild.
Time for some news you cannot use. Thank you. Given that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie now have 38 children, the last thing they need are 2 more family members, but they're getting them anyway.
What?
A new study conducted by the New England Historical Genealogical Society, one of Joe's favorite groups, has found that Hillary Clinton is a distant cousin to Angelina Jolie.
Does that mean I have to like her?
See the resemblance? Clinton and Jolie are ninth. I think she's a handsome woman. Are ninth cousins twice removed. Their link goes back to early 18th century Quebec.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Also apparently related to Madonna. Meanwhile, the same study finds that Brad Pitt is related to Barack Obama.
Okay, this is getting weird.
It is weird.
I saw that one coming a long
Pitt
time
and
ago.
Obama are also ninth cousins thanks to a common relative who lived in Virginia in the 1760s.
Okay,
now, neither half of Brangelina, that's Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, has publicly endorsed a presidential candidate, mainly because no one has asked them.
Well, do we care?
No.
Ah, good.
At least there's Angelina. Why do we wait so long to see her?
Right, good.
Let's cut to the
Okay,
chase.
that was useless and sort of weird.
Did you think so?
I thought that was useless. I don't know what I would do with that. That's why you bring.
We know that Barack Obama loves to joke about his cousin, Dick Cheney. Today's New York Times has some more family tree news. Senator McCain is a 6th cousin of First Lady Laura Bush. Senator Clinton's notable relatives are Jack Kerouac, Madonna, Celine Dion, Alanis Morissette, and Camilla Parker Bowles, the wife of Prince Charles. And here's her Hollywood branch. Senator Clinton is a 9th cousin, twice removed, somebody tell me what that means, of actress Angelina Jolie. Not to be outdone, Senator Obama has a common ancestor, 11 generations removed, with actor Brad Pitt. But the big news for Obama brings us to tonight's hardball big number. All Dick Cheney jokes aside, Obama may just have something presidential in him. It's not just his fire in the belly. According to the New England Historic Genealogical Society, Obama is related to not 1, not 2, but at least 6 U.S. presidents. Both Presidents Bush, Gerald Ford, LBJ, Harry Truman, and James Madison, who wrote the Constitution. 6 U.S. presidents in Obama's extended family. Tonight's hardball big number. Up next, 8 years ago.